love traveling, then you'll have hated 2020. But there's one place you might have missed out. Hi there, and for those of you that are new here, my name's Gabriel Nussbaum, and like the scratch map behind me is maybe meant to be proving, I love to travel. And with 2020 making that pretty much non-existent, I was absolutely gutted. I was planning to spend 2020 like every other year, where I basically did as much traveling as I could, took off all my holidays, went to as many countries as possible, but with border after border after border closing, that pretty much became impossible. So I had to think a little bit tactically and find an absolute gem sitting on the doorstep of England. It's just, somewhere out of focus over there. If you haven't guessed it already, in this video, I'm gonna be telling you why, if you love traveling just like me, then you have to go and visit Scotland this year. So what comes to mind when you think of Scotland? I mean, if you're like me, then it's probably haggis, kilts, bagpipes, a cool accent, probably not being able to understand many people.
Get in my belly!
But in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that will absolutely persuade you that Scotland has to be the next destination that you go and visit. So, the scenery. It is insane. I have travelled around the world, and I've got to say, Scotland is right up there when it comes to competing with the most incredible sights that I've ever seen. And that's probably of no surprise, seeing as last year, turns out they were voted the most beautiful country in the world. Not surprising at all. You probably have to take some hiking boots, and if you don't like a lot of walking, then maybe you won't get to see as much as it has to offer. But pretty much anyone can get a car, drive around and see some of the most incredible mountains and lakes or lochs, I'm not quite sure, that you will ever see in your life, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So you'd think this one is pretty much covered by the scenery, like what's driving got to do with the scenery. But Scotland has some of the most spectacular roads in the entire world. And you really don't have to take my word for it. There are 3 guys that run a program called Top Gear. If you go on another YouTube video, after this one preferably, and type in Top Gear Scotland, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about and see some of the things that you might get to see if you drive up to Scotland. May as well just show it to you now.
Holy moly.
And the key here is just drive as much as you can and go as far north as you can, and you cannot go wrong at all. With all those hours of driving, karaoke is a must, so get your playlist in order right away.
That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling under. That's the reason why sometimes looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb. People killing, people dying, children. I'm loving angels instead.
So reason number 3 for going to Scotland is the pubs and the distilleries. So Scotland is actually known for world famous distilleries. They have some of the best in the world, and unfortunately I wasn't able to go because they were closed when I went up there, but I couldn't recommend it more that if you're up there and they're open, book a tour, book a tasting and get going to one of the distilleries. But if you don't have the opportunity, or if you do have the opportunity, you should also try and find yourself a nice little pub in a small village or a town and go on the weekend, and you'll have an experience like no other, I can promise you that. I hope that's done it. I hope that's persuaded you to go to that tiny little country just north of England and explore it whilst you have the chance. And definitely take advantage of the fact that you can't go to other countries right now, and go to Scotland, experience it, experience the cultures, experience the sights, experience the scenery, and you will not regret it at all. It's just a 6.5-hour drive from London. If you've liked this video, then definitely hit that subscribe button for more videos like it. I have an entire scratch map of places to get through. If you're really keen, there's that little bell notification that can let you know exactly when I'm posting a video. Leave a comment, let me know about other places in the UK that are amazing to visit so that I can go there now that I've been to Scotland. And leave a like as well if you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.